In the early 7th century, the Arabian Peninsula was a land of tribal divisions, oral traditions, and spiritual searching. Mecca, a thriving trade center, stood at the heart of this world. It was home to the Kaaba, a sacred sanctuary visited by tribes across Arabia. Yet despite its religious significance, society was marked by inequality, tribal conflict, and widespread polytheism. It was in this environment, around the year 610 CE, that a profound transformation began. A man named Muhammad, known among his people for his honesty and integrity, would retreat to a cave on Mount Hira seeking solitude and reflection. During one of these retreats, he experienced an event that would change the course of history. According to Islamic belief, the angel Gabriel appeared to him and commanded him to recite. This moment marked the beginning of what Muslims believe to be the divine revelation of the Quran, the literal word of God. At first, the experience was overwhelming. Muhammad returned home shaken, seeking comfort from his wife Khadijah, who became the first to believe in his message. Over time, revelations continued to come, gradually forming what would later be compiled as the Quran. These revelations were not delivered all at once, but over a period of approximately 23 years, addressing different situations, questions, and challenges faced by the early Muslim community. The message of the Quran was both simple and revolutionary. It called for the worship of one God, Allah, emphasizing monotheism, moral accountability, and social justice. It spoke against corruption, exploitation, and the mistreatment of the poor and vulnerable. It reminded people of earlier prophets such as Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, presenting its message as a continuation of the same divine guidance given throughout history. However, this message did not go unchallenged. In Mecca, the new teachings threatened the established social and economic order. The Quraysh, the dominant tribe, saw the call to monotheism as a direct challenge to their authority and to the pilgrimage system centered around the Kaaba's many idols. As a result, the early followers of Muhammad faced persecution. Some were tortured, others socially boycotted, and many were forced to flee. Despite the hardships, the message continued to spread. A turning point came in 622 CE when Muhammad and his followers migrated from Mecca to the city of Yathrib, later known as Medina. This event, known as the Hijra, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, the Muslim community began to establish itself not only as a religious group, but also as a social and political entity. The revelations during this period often addressed laws, community organization, and ethical conduct. The Quran began to guide aspects of daily life, ranging from family relations to trade, justice, and governance. But conflict with Mecca continued. A series of battles took place between the Muslims and the Quraysh, each one shaping the emerging community. Throughout these challenges, Quranic revelations provided guidance, encouragement, and at times correction. One of the defining features of the Quran is its preservation. During the lifetime of Muhammad, the revelations were memorized by his followers and written down on various materials such as parchment, bones, and palm leaves. Arabia had a strong oral tradition, and many companions became known as memorizers of the Quran, ensuring its transmission from one generation to the next. After the death of Muhammad in 632 CE, concerns arose about preserving the Quran in a single, unified form. Under the leadership of the first caliph, Abu Bakr, a compilation effort was initiated. Later, during the Caliphate of Uthman, a standardized version of the Quran was produced and distributed to different regions, with instructions to preserve its consistency. This effort played a crucial role in maintaining the text's uniformity across the expanding Islamic world. The Quran itself is not arranged chronologically, but is organized into chapters called surahs, which vary in length and theme. Its language is considered by Muslims to be a masterpiece of Arabic eloquence, combining poetic rhythm with profound meaning. It addresses spiritual, moral, and existential questions, often inviting reflection on the natural world, human behavior, and the passage of time. Its themes are vast and interconnected. It speaks of creation and the universe, urging people to observe the signs in the heavens and the earth. It tells stories of past nations, some who prospered through righteousness and others who were destroyed due to their condemns and arrogance. It emphasizes accountability, reminding humanity of a day of judgment where every action will be weighed. At its core, the Quran calls for a balanced life, one rooted in faith, compassion, justice, and responsibility. It promotes charity, honesty, patience, and humility. It condemns deceit and oppression. It establishes rights for individuals, including women, orphans, and the poor, reforms that were significant in the context of 7th century Arabia. As Islam spread beyond Arabia into regions like Persia, Egypt, and the Byzantine territories, the Quran remained the central source of guidance. It influenced not only religious practices but also law, philosophy, science, and culture. Scholars devoted their lives to explanation or interpretation, seeking to understand its meanings and apply them to changing circumstances. The Quran also became a unifying force. Despite linguistic, cultural, and geographical diversity, Muslims around the world recite the same text in its original Arabic. From daily prayers to major life events, the Quran is deeply woven into the fabric of Muslim life. Yet, beyond its religious significance, the Quran has also been a subject of study and discussion across different cultures and academic fields. Historians, linguists, and scholars have examined its structure, language, and historical context, contributing to a broader understanding of its impact on world history. More than 1,400 years after its revelation, the Quran continues to be read, memorized, and reflected upon by millions. Its verses are recited in mosques, homes, and hearts around the globe. For believers, it is not just a book but a living guidance, a connection between the divine and the human experience. Its story is not confined to the past. It is a story that continues to unfold, shaping lives, inspiring change, and inviting reflection in every generation. If this video helped you, then like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel.